So arguably the worst kept secret in Hollywood right now is that Henry Cavill's Superman is in fact returning in Black Adam. Now, we'll not spoil the details because I have not seen the scene. I'm waiting to watch it on the big screen. I am watching Black Adam this Thursday on IMAX, so I want to be able to see Henry Cavill's return in the biggest screen possible. And there's a tweet where The Rock starts talking, or well, it's a clip, but here's the tweet where The Rock starts talking about, it took 6 years to even get this, to even get Superman in the movie. Because we've known for the longest time Dwayne Johnson has been talking. And by the way, I'm going to rant in this video. I genuinely just saw this and I am pissed. I am literally pissed. And you guys know Henry Cavill Superman is my favorite Superman. I think what Zack Snyder was able to do with the character in Man of Steel, BVS, Zack Snyder's Justice League was amazing. And I just want to see Cavill come back regardless. Just looking at the remaining Justice League members, Diana, I love Wonder Woman, I love Aquaman, I love Flash, although I'm sure Ezra Miller will be replaced after the movie. But regardless, I love this Justice League lineup, and my favorite character in that entire thing was, of course, Ben Affleck's Batman, but Superman. Superman was in that list. I love Superman. Superman to me, and you guys have seen me rant for the last 2 years on YouTube, is you do not fucking sideline Superman. The fact that the old Warner Bros. Regime has put him on the sidelines for as long as they did is inexcusable. It is disgraceful. It is disgusting, and every DC fan, whether you're a Snyder fan or not, you should be as frustrated as I am. So let's read the tweet. For those who doubt Rock's influence in getting Superman back, he explained he started working on this 6 years ago. For 6 years, the old leadership at Warner Bros. Kept saying no to it. Shazam was always guaranteed, let's be real, but Superman, old regime had no care for it. So let's watch the clip. It's like 36 seconds.
Feel that this serves not only Black Adam, but it serves the larger DC universe. But man, more importantly than that, it takes care of the fans. And that's what you want your lead foot to be. So, yes, phone calls, meetings, but man, it was years. This was 6 years. To get that done. I'm going to say that again. 6 years we first started talking about this, and they kept saying no. Now that leadership isn't there anymore. As we usher in a new era in the DC universe, and we usher out an old era.
He sounds like he didn't like working with the old regime. And of course we know that's Toby Emmerich, and of course Walter Hamada was the head of DC for a while. I'm going to sound pissed right now. And rightfully so, I am pissed. What this basically tells us is for the last many years, because the last time we saw Henry Cavill's Superman on the big screen, or really any Superman live action in general with his face still available, the last time we saw him was in 2017. Besides that, we saw him in Shazam as a quick cameo, but you don't even see his head. Oh, we saw him on HBO Max on Peacemaker, but he's just a silhouette. I've been complaining, I've been frustrated, and now I am genuinely wondering what the fuck went on at DC. I know it was difficult when Justice League came out and it bombed. I know it was difficult for everyone involved in DC wondering where did they go from now, because that's probably what I would do. I'd be panicking. I'd be like, wait, right now DC is not popular. Marvel is dominating. It was around 2018, 2019, so Infinity War and Endgame came out. Marvel was dominating. There was almost no debate at the time. Marvel was far more popular than DC. And the fact that you decide, oh, you know what? Let's not bring up Superman. Yeah, let's give Batman a complete reboot. Let's give Wonder Woman a sequel. Let's give Aquaman his own movie. The Flash. We give fucking Shazam 2 movies. We get a Birds of Prey movie. But out of all those things, you never even decide, oh, you know what? We should conversate about having Superman be available in something else. At least a Justice League movie or a Superman solo movie. There's never been a movie just called Superman. There's been a Superman the movie, but there's never been a Superman movie. This is your granddaddy of all heroes. You do not sideline Superman. The old regime greenlit a Wonder Twins movie ahead of Superman. Superman, the face of superhero genre as a whole, not just DC, but everything related to superheroes. When you go to your average person who's probably never picked up a comic, has never seen a movie, I guarantee you if you ask them, hey, who do I identify as a superhero? Superman. Everyone knows fucking Superman. Everyone knows. There's been generations that grew up with Superman, whether it's the Christopher Reeve Superman, whether it's the Henry Cavill Superman, whether it's the Justice League animated series Superman. Superman is an icon. You do not sideline him. He is genuinely one of your most important characters, or the most important character besides maybe Batman, and then that's it. And you just sideline him, and it took the biggest actor in Hollywood currently right now to get you to even be like, you know what? All right, we'll have Superman in this movie. What's the thinking? Now? I'm glad that the old regime's gone. The old regime's gone. Zaslav so far has kind of been a little iffy, at least to me. But the old regime, I've not been a big fan of Walter Hamada, but I have defended him in the past. I've been like, hey, you know what? Hamada hasn't had that much creativity. I think Hamada, if you give him enough tools, he'll do what you need him to do. But this right here is an embarrassment. It is an embarrassment. There is no arguing. Imagine if the MCU had done an entire universe and they never referenced Spider-Man. Imagine that. We would have been pissed. This is Superman. This is money to be made. Whether it's with or without Zack Snyder. Just look at Black Adam right now. All the reviews, all the critics, everyone keeps saying, oh, that Superman post-credit was really cool. It hypes us up. I see more people talking about Superman than the actual Black Adam movie, which has one of the biggest stars in Hollywood right now. And yet people want to talk about Superman. What the hell? What is the thinking? What is the process? You greenlight a fucking Wonder Twins movie, but no Superman? Oh, you know what? Let's just have him have a headless cameo and a quick reference in the Suicide Squad that he's in the ICU. What the fuck? There's been good things under the old regime. Of course, we got the Suicide Squad, I think. I thought Birds of Prey was a decent movie. We've had Aquaman, we have Shazam, and of course, the greenlighting of the Flash movie and all this and that. But this right here is an embarrassment. I don't know how this is inexcusable. How do you have a DC movie universe and not even bring up the fact that Dwayne Johnson had to fight just to get Superman back is an embarrassment. I don't know what they were smoking in the old regime, but whatever it is, clearly it ain't good. This isn't even just, not just as a fanboy is this frustrating, but even just corporately thinking, like business-wise, why wouldn't you have Superman? Whether it's Henry Cavill or not. The fact that we were getting a fucking Val Zod movie, a Black Superman movie, instead of actually going with the traditional Superman, there's money to be made. Imagine if Sony were like, you know what? Imagine right now, Sony. Let's say right now Sony is like, you know what? Let's not continue with Tom Holland and just go 6 years hiatus without Spider-Man. People would be like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I mean, even now Sony's getting backlash because they have a Spider-Man universe with no Spider-Man. You instead got Morbius, Madam Web, Venom, this and that. So, what makes you think that a DC universe can continue without Superman? Oh, but you know what? Let's have fucking Blue Beetle. Let's have Batgirl. Let's have Wonder Twins. Let's just have all these smaller characters, but never, ever, ever do anything with Superman. This is an embarrassment. It's genuine embarrassment. I can see now why Dwayne Johnson was heavily talking about Superman. Because he wanted to get Superman in there. Now, the good thing is today he did confirm that Shazam and Black Adam will eventually meet. And to me, that is the fight I prefer to see. Because to me, Black Adam will always be a Shazam villain. But when I read this, or when I heard this, I didn't know what to think. I was frustrated. I don't know what the thinking is. What is the process? Even just having the John Williams score in and of itself hypes people up. How do you not have the iconic Superman on the big screen? The last son of Krypton, Clark Kent, Kal-El, whatever you want to refer to him as. How do you not have him on the big screen? Especially when you know he's a generational, historic character that will continue to transcend pop culture for all of eternity. Even now, during the age of Marvel, where people are more talking about Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Superman is always still referenced because Superman is the granddaddy of all heroes. How? How do you do this? This is embarrassing. I don't know. How Walter Hamada can go fuck off now. What just rubs salt in the wound is that you got Wonder Twins, Blue Beetle, Batgirl, but no Superman? What's... I don't know. Anyways, y'all let me know in the comment sections what y'all think. Because this... I tend to try not to rant in my videos, but I was genuinely frustrated.